My divorce finally came in. Now I want to get remarried. Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States, out of our offices in St. Louis, San Diego, Washington, D.C., and Chicago, Illinois. In this video, we're going to talk about situations where a foreign national has a old marriage and they have been separated from their spouse for a year or 2 years or 3 years or longer, and now they want to marry a U.S. citizen. Now, the first thing you need to understand is this is a big problem. This comes up a lot on the Immigration Answer Show. We have a lot of people who call the office and say, hey, I've got this long-standing marriage. It's over. It died years ago. We just haven't killed it off. We haven't finished the paperwork. We haven't gotten that divorce taken care of. So lesson number one is don't do that. If you are living apart from your spouse and you know you're going to get divorced, just finish the divorce, especially if you're an immigrant, especially if you're out of status. And so immigrants who lack status, who are in these marriages, it might be with someone back home, it might be with the first person they married in the United States, and they let these things just sort of hang out on the vine. That's a big problem, because later on, when you do decide to marry a U.S. citizen, you're still legally married to someone else. Now, if you've been in a relationship with that new U.S. citizen while still legally married to somebody else, sometimes immigration views that as adultery. They view that as bad moral character. And I'm not saying that that's right. I'm just saying that even in 2025, the morality of the U.S. government continues, and they might hold it against you that you were catting around while still legally married to your first spouse, right? So that's a big problem. Now, let's talk about timing. We've seen many situations where people waited a long time to get for divorce. They finally get the divorce on file, and the divorce is finalized, and they know that they're out of status, so they rush to get married as quickly as possible. So I've seen situations where divorce final on Monday, marriage to person number 2 or number 3 on Friday. And while you might have ways to explain that away, you might have ways to tell the officer how your old marriage was over, how it just took a while for you to get the divorce taken care of. They're not going to be too sympathetic, I don't think. They're going to view this as someone who quickly married someone else after being married to another person. And if there are immigration benefits in either situation or immigration applications applied for, that's a big problem. So you have to clean up your record. You have to get the divorce finalized. And I believe you're going to be better off if you have a period of waiting before you go ahead and get married. Now, generally, I want people to begin the immigration process as soon as possible because it takes so long. But at the end of the day, this is one of those situations where if you get married too quickly, they're going to hold it against you. They're going to want to know, well, why did your prior marriage end? Why did you get married so quickly after? What was the situation with you and your new spouse? What was the situation with you and your old spouse? So this really opens up a can of worms. And I believe that you want to have a gap, maybe 6 months between the time of the divorce and the time that you remarry. Now, if you're out of status, you're going to have to take that into account and go accordingly. But at the end of the day, the dates are what's important, and the dates are what's on your forms when you're applying for new immigration benefits, and the dates are what either will help you win the case or could help you lose the case, and that's what we're trying to avoid. We want you to win your case. We want you to get your green card. We want your marriage to be held up as valid, and the more time that we can establish between a finalized divorce and remarrying, that's a good thing. So if that means that you have to go a little bit easy on the divorce, not fight over every tooth and nail, not fight over every little thing, and just try to get it done as quickly as possible, you're going to be a better candidate for marriage and a better candidate for a green card, and you're going to be a whole lot happier. So if you're getting ready to file a marriage-based green card and you'd like our help to be your attorneys, give us a call at 314-961-8200. You can email us info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. If you're just looking for free resources, we have a ton of them. You can follow us on TikTok at Immigration Hacking. You can join us in our Facebook group. It's called Immigrant Home. We'd love to have you join us there. And then we have the Immigration Answer Show, which is a show that we do 3 or 4 times a week on our YouTube channel. You should subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the alerts. We upload 3 or 4 regular videos on there every week talking about immigration issues. And then we do that live show that I mentioned 2 or 3 times a week. We'd love to have you join us there. And if you want to get in the waiting room to ask me a question, text the word SHOW to 314-470-3300, and you'll get alerted whenever we go live. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you on the next video.